Hi guys, today I'm going to be doing all things Swiss Beauty makeup, basically full face of Swiss Beauty. I have been trying out these products, their foundation, concealer, powder, blushes and everything else for the last almost 2 weeks just to see how good it works, how long lasting these are. Obviously I've tried their lipsticks before, but everything else I am just like trying for the very first time. Maybe apart from their eyeshadows, I've tried their eyeshadows in the past as well, but yeah, let's just get started with it. First things first, these eye patches are from Gush Beauty. I purchased them from Amazon, and these are basically reusable silicone patches. They are very nice in terms of keeping the moisture in, and I generally like to use it when I'm doing my skincare, a lot of times before makeup as well. It just keeps the under area smooth and just the skincare glides on a little bit better. And what I've noticed personally, that I don't get too much creases from the concealer if I am using these eye patches. And once I'm done using it, I generally just wash it off and then put it in the plastic wrap that it comes with. However, obviously I'm not washing it right now. I will be doing it later before my next use. I will leave a link of this in the description box below and all the products that I'm using in this video. And now moving on to the makeup, I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Real Makeup Base Highlighting Primer. This makeup primer is a really good highlighting primer. It gives a really beautiful golden sheen onto the skin. However, if you have oily skin, then I would suggest along with this primer, use a mattifying primer as well, because as much as this primer gives a really nice glow to the skin, it also accentuates the pores. So make sure you use a mattifying primer. Even though I do not have oily skin, what I've noticed with this primer, the foundation, whatever foundation I use, I know it does tend to move a little bit. So I will be using the Maybelline Master Primer just on the nose area where I have noticed the foundation tend to move a little bit more. And now for the foundation, I have the Swiss Beauty Airbrush Finish Full Coverage Foundation. I have the shade 01 Shell Beige. This is definitely quite light onto my skin, but I mix it with Swiss Beauty Concealer itself, which is dark on my skin. I will take like half a pump of this foundation. And I have the Swiss Beauty Liquid Concealer in the shade 01 Warm Sand. And I'm going to mix them to get the perfect shade for my skin tone. This foundation has like medium-ish coverage. You can build it up, but I prefer to keep the layers as light as possible. This foundation in itself doesn't have the best longevity power. If paired with a good primer, it does give you a coverage of like 6 to 7 hours without moving too much. For concealer, I got 3 shades because I was not sure which shade would suit me the best. I got the shade Warm Sand 01, Sand Sable 02 and 07 Yellow. And I am using the 02 Sand Sable to highlight the highest points of my face. I have to say this concealer is one of the very good concealers that I've found for the price it is. Like, it blends really beautifully, gives a very natural looking finish onto the skin and just stays for a quite long time onto the skin. I love this concealer. Next up, I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Cream Blush. I got the shade 01 Rosy Cheeks, and oh my god, I love this shade. I love the product. I love the blush so much, and you literally do not need too much. You need just this much. I think this could also be a little bit too much, and I like to blend this blush with my fingers. This blends so beautifully onto the skin. Like, I really like it. Also, the color is so beautiful. To set my face, I have the Swiss Beauty Loose Finishing Powder. This is how the packaging looks like. This comes with its own sponge, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I would rather prefer a triangular sponge. And also the packaging is a little bit messy because I'll show you why. When you just open the lid, the powder goes everywhere. But the powder itself is very nice, very finely milled. gives your skin a very smooth finish and keeps your makeup matte for quite a long time. I'm gonna bronze up my face using the Swiss Beauty Sculpt Lift Contour Palette. It has 4 different shades and I'm gonna be using this shade right here to give my skin a little bit of warmth and color. This contour palette comes in 4 different shades, 1 contour shade, 1 bronzing shade, 1 to set the concealers with, and 1 highlighting shade. And I am using the shade 01. I also bought the Swiss Beauty blush palette, but I could not find it before I sat down to film this video, so I'm gonna skip on that because I think the cream blush itself is so potent that it just shines through all the powders. Now I'm gonna be highlighting my face using the Swiss Beauty Fusion highlighter. This is a baked highlighter. It is again one of the hit products on my list. Very nice, very finely milled, doesn't look chunky at all, gives a beautiful sheen. I just love this highlighter, very beautiful. And now moving on to the eyes, I'm going to be starting with the eyebrows, and let me tell you about this eyebrow pencil. This is pure luxury. It is so heavy, such a beautiful eyebrow pencil. The color is nice, the longevity is also very nice. I don't think I have purchased an eyebrow pencil which is as heavy as this one. Like, it has some good weight, it looks beautiful, and also the product in itself is also just as good. It comes with the obviously eyebrow pencil and the spoolie on the other end. It comes in 2 shade or 3 shade. I have got the shade deep brown, and this is a very good color for Indian skin tone. Also, the spoolie at the back of this eyebrow pencil is very high quality as well. Like, I really like it. Like, I really enjoy using this eyebrow pencil. That's about my eyebrows. I did not find Swiss Beauty eyebrow setting gel or anything like that, so I'm going to be skipping over that and directly move on to the eyeshadow. And I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette, and I have the shade 06, which has more of a pinkish tone, but we're going to stick with the neutral tones only. I'm going to be using this orange shade right here all over my lid. I'm going to use the same shade on my lower lash line as well. I'm going to keep the eyes simple for today. Next up, I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Bold and Black Kajal Pencil to tightline my upper waterline. Now, this Kajal pencil is a good waterproof Kajal pencil. It doesn't really transfer from the tight line to the lower lash line, which is a plus point for me. Another product that I did not find from Swiss Beauty is the mascara. I'm not sure if it is available or not, so I am going to be using a different one instead. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. And last but not the least, I'm going to be using their HD Matte Lipstick in the shade 09, which is a very beautiful peachy brown color. Last but not the least, to set everything in place, I'm going to be using the Swiss Beauty Makeup Fixer. And that's about it. That's my makeup look. And now to give you guys the rundown of which products I truly liked, which products I did not. To start off with the primer. The primer is nice, gives a nice glow, but that's about it. It does not, keep your foundation in its place. I have tried the primer with my favorite Maybelline foundation. I have noticed the Maybelline foundation did move. I have tried it with the Swiss Beauty foundation. It also did move. So the primer is good for just getting the glow. However, I would suggest that using a mattifying and pore filling primer as well. Otherwise, your skin can look oilier and your pores can look accentuated. When it comes to the foundation I did not really enjoy it. I feel like the foundation moves a lot. You have to pair it with a really good primer underneath to make your foundation stay for some time. But if you sweat a little bit more, or if you have oily skin, the foundation will move regardless of how much of a good primer that you use. So I would say skip the foundation. And it also has just 6 shades, not great for finding your true match. So I would say just skip on the foundation. The concealer on the other hand is a very good buy, blends onto the skin very nicely. It also lasts quite a long. You don't really have to pair it with a very good primer or anything of that sort. You just put it on, gives a very nice skin like natural finish, and also it lasts for 3 to 4 hours without any help of primer or setting spray, which is pretty good. However, only downside about the concealers as well is that it only has 7 shades and there is only one dark shade, which is not enough. So I think if Swiss Beauty works on expanding the shades, the concealers will bloom really well. Another product that I did not really enjoy is the makeup setting spray. It's good for the price, but I think you can find a better makeup setting spray that are available in the market. So I would also say skip this one as well. But apart from this 3 things, I think everything else is amazing, like no complaints at all. The cream blush is absolutely gorgeous. I like the color. They have so many other colors to choose from. They blend really well, whether you use your fingers, brush or sponge. They blends absolutely beautifully, and even on top of the powder, the color shows off as well. The highlighter is gorgeous. Oh my god, I haven't found a highlighter in this price which is as gorgeous as this one. Like absolutely gorgeous. The contour palette also blends nicely. It also has like few different shades to choose from. Good one as well. Eyeshadow palettes, we all know it's been there for a long time. Very good as well, no complaints. Next up is a loose finishing powder. Definitely a yes. This powder is something that doesn't make your skin feel too heavy or too congested. A lot of powders you would find in the market that when you apply it, your skin might feel a little bit too heavy, like you have to use spray this and that to make the skin calm down. It doesn't happen with this powder, which I really like about it. And it also has like about 5 to 6 different shades, which is again a bonus point. And obviously last but not the least is the lipsticks. We all know and love the lipsticks. They're one of the first hit products from Swiss Beauty and also has such a big range for everyone to get their perfect nude, perfect red, perfect brown, pink, whatever shade you say. Swiss Beauty probably already has it. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below and I'll see you guys in my next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.